Like other high schools, people of color who attend Research Triangle High School may find it hard to find a welcoming space. Luckily, one student is working on fixing the issue.
I'm Ashley Smith. I'm a senior at Research Triangle High School, and I'm a part of many clubs. But to start with my leadership positions, I'm the president of Black Student Union and Allies. I'm also a class representative of Student Council. I'm the historian of National English Honor Society. I'm also in a bunch of other honor societies.
I asked Ashley when the Black Student Union and Allies Club was made and their goal, as well as what she did as the president of the club and how often the club met and what they did during their meetings.
BSUA, or Black Student Union and Allies, it's a club or an organization that started last year. So that was 2020 to 2021 school year. But basically, BSUA is an organization that helps to educate its members about, the Black community and people of color, or BIPOC, which is Black Indigenous people of color, and just making sure that, you know, marginalized groups and underrepresented minorities are heard. As president of the club, I essentially oversee everything. So I had to text my executive board members, so basically the officers, so advancement officers, a fundraising coordinator, social media person. We have a group chat. And so I text them and I make sure that they know what they need to do to help keep the organization running. I deal with communication. So I email whoever needs to be emailed. I make sure to send things out on Google Classroom. And then I also kind of oversee attendance, which is mainly the vice president's job, which was my job last year. But if there's a member who's not participating, we have a strict attendance policy. And so I make sure to let them know about the removal if that's the case. And I basically just make sure that everything's running smoothly. Right now, we meet every Monday, unless we have a day off of school or something like that. So every Monday we meet at lunchtime. So that's about like 20 to 25 minutes. Sometimes our meetings don't last as long, but we meet during that time. And so during our meetings, one officer from the executive board, so it could be either me or, the vice president, the advancement officer, whichever one of us, I believe there's 6 of us total, will like go in a rotation. And so let's say next week is my week to present. I would choose a topic, I would make a presentation about it, and then I would present it to the group. And then next week would be the other person's turn on the executive board, and they would present. And so we just talk about anything in the Black community and like Black history related.
I then asked Ashley how she came to be on her school's student council and how it related back to her work for the club.
I just decided that I would, audition technically for student council, or sorry, run for student council. And so I won, and then I've been a part of it ever since. Basically, in student council, the way it is, it's pretty relaxed. Like if you have an idea, you just bring it to the group. And then if they think it's great, they'll give you support, and then you can just go on with it. So that's kind of what happened with our flag football thing that happened in November. But yeah, it's really chill. It's like if you have an idea and you want to implement it for the school, it's for the student body, they'll most likely say yeah, and then you can just go ahead and start doing it. Being in the student council, I'm basically a voice for all the seniors in the school. And so it's my responsibility to make sure that people are being heard and they get their problems and concerns brought back to the people who need to do something about it. And so having that responsibility kind of ties back to BSUA, because as president, it's my job to make sure that people are being heard and like their problems are being dealt with. And so I feel like that kind of coincides.
Ashley mentioned a flag football game for the school that was meant to be more than just a fun event for all the people involved.
Me and my fellow senior representative and friend Kennedy Vereen. It was actually her idea. We were on FaceTime one night and she said, "Hey, why don't we do like a flag football thing for the school?" And I thought that was a great idea. So we brought it up in student council. And so we had the go ahead to go and do it. Kennedy and I, we're seniors, so we've been here the longest. And so we see that like it's very hard to build a community in our school because people are coming from all over the place. It's a charter school, so it's not like, and we don't have like our school isn't a normal school, and so there's no places to really do normal high school things. We really wanted to just create this tradition where people can look forward to this throughout the school year, and we have one more thing where people can like make new friends and build new relationships with each other.